Today on Woodturning, I'm mailing it in, literally.
Tim's American Beauty was made by Robust Tools, America's premier lathe manufacturer. Robust. Built to turn wood. Enjoyed for a lifetime.
Easy Wood Tools, best-in-class carbide wood turning tools. Welcome to a cloudy, sunny Oklahoma day. We are working on a mailbox post today. We made this thing almost 15 years ago on the original PBS episodes of Wood Turning Workshop. So, there comes the sun again. There it goes again. But anyway, this thing's gotten old, it's starting to fall apart, and you can see it's on its last legs. I didn't design it with these posts in there. So, we got this new locking mailbox a little while ago, so it's a little heavy for this. So we're gonna build it with a bigger post, make a bigger and better mailbox post, and well, let's just get started. See you in the shop. So, we're gonna be working with some rough cedar today. It's kiln dried, it's 8 inches thick, and it's about 150 pounds. Obviously, this won't fit on my American Beauty, so we're going to cut it to size, and I marked off the sections. When we get inside, I'll talk about those measurements. But right now, we want to do a little bit of wood cutting. So I broke my bandsaw. No, this thing has a lot of edges on it, and they're long, so to knock this off on the lathe would be just a little bit tough. So I've set the table at 45 degrees, and Brian can show you, I did a circle here, and I'm gonna cut off the wings, making an octagon. That will make it easier to put this on the lathe and work with it. Cutting it's gonna be fun. Ugh. Oops, on button. There we go. Okay. Whew. One done. 3 more to go on this one and 4 on the other one. Ooh. So before we get going, I want to thank our sponsors, Robust Lathes and Easy Wood Tools, because without their support, we wouldn't be here and that'd be no fun. And speaking of support, literally, this American Beauty is doing a great job of holding this gigantic blank. And so if you're looking for a lathe, give me a call because I'm an authorized Robust dealer. So I've mounted the blank between centers. This is going to be the bottom part of the mailbox post. So about 2/3 of this will be in the ground, so I don't have to be exactly really pretty with it. But it's going to give me a couple problems because I've got to maybe turn a 5-inch deep hole to receive a post from the other part to socket them together. But what I've done that's different is, to be safe, I've drilled a hole on both ends, so my drive center on the other side and my live center on this side are inside the wood. If something catastrophic happens, this thing might go wonky, but it's not going to break off and fly and hit me or Brian. We want to stay as safe as possible. But what I'm doing is I'm just slowly working my way down here, and I want to make sure that I just take my time, and boy, it is going so much faster by having cut all these edges off. So this is kind of like one bite at a time. And we'll be done here in a little bit and be ready to go on to the next step. So the next step on this, I'm making a tenon. Tim, you're crazy, you might think. You're making a tenon to hold this whole thing? Yep, because I have to put a hole in the other end because we're going to put a tenon inside of this thing to hold it together. So I'll show you in a second how we're going to make that happen. Welcome to my contraption. Boy, if it wasn't for Easy Wood Tools and Robust, I wouldn't be pulling this off. The tenon is in the Easy Wood chuck over there, grabbing it with their largest jaws. This is Robust steady rest that they have here. This is one heavy-duty piece of equipment. So this whole thing's being held with that chuck on the end there, just off that little tenon. And then over here it's being supported by the steady rest, which is amazing. You can actually find those on my website. But what I'm doing right now is I'm just very carefully and very slowly making a hole here because this is going to be the recess to receive the tenon that we're going to cut on the top part of the mailbox. It's going to go a few inches deep so I can get a couple screws in on the sides there to hold everything together. And then, as it was with the theory on my old mailbox, over here, if somebody ran into it and broke it off, that's what would have broken off, and all I had to do is return the top, and I wouldn't have to redo the bottom. Just make a tenon on it and put it in. Somebody hits this one, I think the car's gonna lose. So I've gone ahead and rounded out the blank, and I'm working on my shaping now. And Brian and I are working on the design because since this is so thick, I can't use the same design as last time because it'd just be too much stuff scrunched in. So we're gonna go a lot simpler. So we're gonna be doing a 2-inch bead here. We'll do a little flat here. Then we're gonna swoop in and come back and come out this way. And down here, I'm going to put a 2-inch bead on the bottom. You can see over here, I've already started my tenon because I need to know where the tenon ends so I can bring my shape into it. But we're going to take that down to about 4 inches in thickness to slip into the other piece. Ouch. Don't touch that with your hand. But anyway, it's just simply just doing a little bit of design work, a little bit of beads, and just moving the wood and taking your time. And so got a few shavings to make, and then we'll be moving on. So I'm putting on a coat of a clear protectant. I want to keep it looking this color for a while. Cedar is really pretty. And I'll do the other post too. And the fun part starts then because while it's drying, I get to go dig a hole. Huh. Out of shape. It's in. I'm out. I have to straighten that up a little bit, it's crooked. And then we'll put in a couple secret screws in here to hold this together, but I think that looks pretty darn good. Turning was the easy part. So that's how you make, I don't know, a supersized mailbox post. It was well worth the effort, and I think it's beautiful, and it should last for decades. Until the next time on Wood Turning, keep turning.
Tim's American Beauty was made by Robust Tools, America's premier lathe manufacturer. Robust. Built to turn wood. Enjoyed for a lifetime.
Easy Wood Tools, best in class carbide wood turning tools.